Do you ever feel winky plastic bag drifting through the wind, ready to start the game? Hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcoming you back to UnDDDefeatable. Man, what a stage and song to kind of commemorate the return of a series that I don't know if I'm even gonna continue making videos of. Yay! It really is crazy to think that the last time I made Smash 4 related content on this channel was back when I think I had like 260 subscribers, like something along those lines. Just like, man, we've come a decent way since then, if I do say so myself, which of course I do. So for all of you people who are new to the channel who didn't watch my stuff last year when I was doing Smash 4 stuff, I am indeed a Smash 4 fiend, and I have a story for you. For those of you who don't know, I've probably sunk in like hundreds of hours in this game at this point, but I've definitely sunk in at least like 95% of those hours into the 3DS version of this game. Now, because of Evo, I was like, oh man, I got this crazy Smash 4 itch. I gotta fix it, man. So I boot up the game, I do one match on for glory, and my circle pad just straight up falls off. Like, I was having some issues with it. It was like doing the thing where if I moved it in one direction, it would just kind of not snap back perfectly to the center, and so I'd just kind of like drift in the direction that I would like hold it in. But yeah, one match and it just straight up broke off. Now all that's left is like this really short, really sharp, like plastic nub thing, and it is driving me nuts. It is the saddest thing to basically ever happen. And so I've been playing the Wii U version. I'm gonna apologize. I'm very rusty, and definitely throughout this video, I mean, playstyle wise, I make a ton of mistakes, but also there's just a lot of input errors that I do, and it's mostly because I'm still trying to get used to the GameCube, which I guess is kind of blasphemous, right? Like, when it comes to playing this game, I absolutely prefer using a 3DS as opposed to using GameCube controller, so smite me now, because Lord knows I basically deserve it. So UnDDDefeatable, it is a series where I go on for glory for 15-20 minutes. It is absolutely ripped off of A-Star the Third's own Undefeatable series. If you haven't seen it, it is an amazing time. Cannot recommend it enough. But the thing about Ace is that he absolutely hates DDD, which is a crime unto itself. So, of course, I had to do the good people on YouTube a favor, aside from burping, and take the format, but give DDD the treatment. So that's basically how the series bond. The goal is to go against multiple people without losing, and basically either way, I mean, even if we lose the match, we win a life because we're playing as the Big D. You know, these are the rules that we live by, we die by, and we style by. Or in this case, just the rules that we live by, because Lord knows I'm not a very hype person to watch, which, again, for those of you who were back when I was making a little bit of Smash 4 stuff, I've made a few montages. You know, I got a DD montage, a Zero Suit Samus montage. But the thing is, one of the reasons why I just kind of stopped making them was I quickly realized I'm just not a really hype person to watch. It's why a majority of the clips feature just like shenanigans and not necessarily like really cool combos or anything, or like being super stylish or disrespectful. I'm just not good at it, and I apologize. Although that said, we're gonna have a little moment right here where I do shine very briefly. Ow! Sent right back to the Shadow Realm. Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm driving over here. Rest in peace, Siebes. He's just a boy, AJ. He's just a boy. He had a family until a minute ago. They were all blasted away. Team Rocket, basically. So speaking of Team Rocket, I guess I should say again for those of you who are new to the channel, I do all this post-com because I'm actual garbage at commentating and playing Smash Bros. So I kind of want to treat this more as like a podcast with like Smash Bros footage playing in the background than like necessarily like trying to commentate on like the matches themselves, although I definitely will be doing that. But one of the games that I've been playing a ton of recently is, well, what everyone and their mother's been playing, literally, Pokemon Go. Team Mystic for life. I'm not very, oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea that the hitbox for Nair actually mitigates Bayonetta's up smash. Makes me wonder if that's like, and the Jackhammer. Hey, it makes me wonder if that's actually like a viable way to approach Bayonetas that like to spam witch time. I get the feeling that if they do get off the witch time to your neutral lair, if they roll behind you, they can probably avoid the hitbox that way and still get off their smash attacks. But maybe not. I haven't really tested it, so I'd love to find out for sure. Anyway though, Pokemon Go. It is an amazing time. I don't have a whole lot of crazy stories, but I did, I went back to my hometown because it's actually, even though it's like a really small town, it's like the best area, like by far in my, like within probably a 20-mile radius of like where I live, to actually go to like Pokestops and stuff. They had this like mill area that just has a ton of Pokestops. And while I was there at like midnight, basically, I ran into, how would I describe him? He was one of those kids in like high school that like you never spoke to, but maybe had like one or two acquaintances that like kind of knew him. But he was like one of the people that you just like knew were like heavy into drugs and then end up like dropping out. Never really spoke to him, but just like knew him on a name-to-name basis basically. But ran into him, got to like catch up on everything that's happened in our lives between then, and like walked around the place for a while. That was pretty cool. Just in general, like I've met and I've talked with so many people I just never would have had any kind of motivation to talk to hadn't been for this app. And you know, if there's any cute girls who wanna hit me up and get our Pokemon going on, I mean, hey, I wouldn't complain. It might happen, man. I mean, just the social aspect of Pokemon Go has been just the coolest thing ever. You know, like everyone's saying that what's been going on now is basically like the second wave of the Poke craze that had just taken everyone by storm back in the 90s. And I kind of lived through that, but I was also way too young to like fully understand like the extent of the first Poke craze. So to be able to be a part of like that very first generation and see so many new people get into Pokemon because of this app, I don't know, man. It's really cool. You know, growing up in a phase where like video games weren't nearly as popular as they were now. And especially if you played Pokemon, like you were absolutely labeled as like total nerd, total dweeb, like having no life. But to see that completely flipped around and to see it just take off and be so popular with like everyone, just kind of like how the Wii was with introducing so many new people to the world of gaming. Like it has been, without a doubt, I think the highlight of 2016 for me so far. So do you guys have any crazy Pokemon Go stories that you'd like to share? I would absolutely love to hear them all. Wow, words. I should probably talk about some of the stuff at some point. Like, don't know why he was going for that sleep. What is that? For that sing? Sorry, I couldn't even think of the move's name. What am I doing with my life? But I did love that that counter using the inhale on it. So pretty good stuff. Good job, me. Except don't. It is really cool to be able to see like recorded footage and be able to like really dissect like all the things that make you a trash player. Because Lord knows I got plenty of those. But you know, you can give compliments when they're suitable. So, oh, I remember this Greninja. Oh, he was a guy to say the least. But in terms of other games that I've been playing, I should be playing Undertale, and I haven't been because I am actually the worst ever. But I actually started replaying Final Fantasy 13, and I know Final Fantasy 13, Final Hallway 13, am I right? Haha, LOL, terrible game. Except I really don't think so. I think Final Fantasy 13 gets way more flack than it actually deserves because yes, like it is very linear, but I don't have an issue with linear games. Like, honestly, I think some of my favorite games of all time are very linear, and I'm okay with that. It lets you, like, hold up. He finally got me. But sorry, anyway. I feel like with linear games, you're really able to tell, like, a really concise, well, I don't know what I should be more ashamed of. Daniel right now, or the fact that, like, I just couldn't deal with it. Like I was trying to snipe him with the Gordos and missed and anyway, okay. tangents. We're gonna get back on track. See, I do the post-com so I can focus on like what I'm talking about and try to be coherent. And even then, I'm still a mess. What is my deal, man? It's specifically Smash Bros. Posing with my boys. Okay, linear stories. Final Fantasy 13. I think it's a good game. I love the music. I love the story. I think it's a great story. It can be a little contrived, but if you actually read the data logs and like, I don't know, just like invest a little bit of time to really learn more about what's going on behind the scenes, I feel like it's a great story. The combat's awesome. It takes like a million years for you to actually unlock all the mechanics to it, so it's actually like super engaging. But once you do, it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite like RPG systems like ever, rivaled by, well, Xenoblade and like Dark Cloud, basically. The only huge complaint I have with Final Fantasy 13 is the characters themselves. Lightning is actually my least favorite. She is a total bitch in that game. Oh my god. Seriously, man. Lightning needs to chill out, especially with the punches. I'm just saying. But yeah, I've been playing that in my free time. I got to like the midway point of chapter 3, which I think is only 2.5, maybe 3 hours into the game. So not very far, but I'm enjoying it. I also played this entire year. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, Thaumaturge for Life, baby. The only problem is that I've been playing it really on and off. So like, the last time I played it was 2 weeks ago, and the last time I played before then was like 3 months before then, and before then I was actually doing it pretty consistently. But because of that, I'm still only like level, I think 36, maybe 37. So yeah, I really have not seen a bulk of the content. That said though, Minfilia full life, she's actual waifu material, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. I mean, bro, look at this face. How can this not be top tier waifu material? I mean, granted, I haven't seen the rest of the story, but I know it's like a pretty common thing in the Final Fantasy 14 community to ostracize her, similarly to how everyone in the Xenoblade community totally rips on Juju. But I don't know. I think she's a babe. I think y'all need to back off. Okay. I should also probably mention, first off, I don't know why I SD'd there. I definitely was hitting up B, and like when I used the side B, I really thought I had enough space after the end leg of the move to be able to up B after it, but apparently not, or apparently I'm just trash, which is also very, very possible. But Kenny is actually, I feel like, really decent Lucas. Like, there's multiple times where he had the opportunity to jab block me, and if he had actually taken those opportunities, I absolutely would have lost here. Like, he's good, man. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and John a little bit, because there were multiple times where like I saw him using his Air or like different moves like that. And I swear I was like, if we were playing local, I feel like I would have definitely, like right there, I knew that he was gonna do that. And so like, I wanted to shield, but I feel like because of the slight lag with the Wi-Fi, my reaction time was like just off. But if it had been local, I would have like perfect shielded it, basically. So yeah, no, he was really an outstanding Lucas, and I'm really surprised I didn't lose to him. He made me nervous. Also multiple times, I feel like he maybe could have spiked me. Definitely like at the beginning when he was doing that crazy neutral air combo, and there'll be like another one too where he does it. I feel like he could have ended with a down air or a properly spaced back air. But bada boom, bada bing. I was like, man, like all these other people, like there really wasn't any challenge. Like I had no fear whatsoever that I was gonna lose them. But this guy, like I was actually clutching it out. Like I'm really surprised that even that Gordo connected. So I was like, yeah, man, let's make things intense. Let's have another fight with our good old pal, Kenny. Who knows, maybe he plays saxophone, maybe he has awesome hair, maybe he has like the world record for longest held note on saxophone. I mean, you know, it's possible. Ooh, excuse me, burped again. One thing I definitely have to work on, at least like playing on Wii U, is I've noticed that, oh, okay, right here. Okay, I feel like maybe if he had just waited like half a second longer for me to get out of my air dodge, or if he had just like properly spaced that back air, I absolutely would have been sent to the Shadow Realm. But what was I saying? I was gonna make a point about something. Post me, finish that off because I can't concentrate. Save my life. I am, ooh, AAA content. You guys are so welcome. So welcome. Oh, no, I do remember. Okay. So one of the most optimal things that you can do as King DDD when your opponent is basically at like 0 to, I would say around like 30%, is when you do the down throw, you can buffer a turnaround and then use a back air. And that definitely, I think, does the most damage, and it, ooh, that was slick. Definitely has the most potential to link to another back air, which does a ton of damage. Ooh, yeah, read that roll, use the dash attack. My problem is that, like on 3DS, I'm pretty consistently good at actually doing the turnaround properly and then doing the right back air, full hop, and whatnot. But using the GameCube, I'm so inconsistent doing it. So that's definitely one of the biggest things I need to work on, is getting used to using the buffered turnaround back air off of down throw. I also realized that like there were a lot of times when I got the first 2 hits of DDD's jab, and I feel like the more optimal thing to do after that would have been to just grab. But I think almost every single time that I did that in this video, I just went for the down tilt instead, which like isn't a bad option because honestly, I feel like anything's better than the actual jab finisher, but yeah, I need to go for that grab after the 2 jabs. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching me play. It was a blast to be playing this game again. I love DDD so much. If you guys want to see more content like this, definitely let me know down below in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. If you just want more Undertale, more Xenoblade, I get that too. So either way, I'll see you for whatever comes next. ArchTalko out. Yeah.